Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing well. So guys, in this video we are going to discuss about the pseudocode questions that has been asked in the Accenture exam. So right now you can see the Accenture exam is going on. So in this video we have covered some of the questions that has been recently asked in the exam. So make sure to watch the video till the end. I believe this video will be helpful for you if you are going to attend the exam in coming days, right? So with that note, let's get started. Where we are having to determine the output of the following pseudocode where the value of A equal to 9 and B equal to 9, right? So this is the function taking A and B value. So A is 9 and B is 9. Now here we are having a if condition if B greater than 7. So B value is 9, 9 is greater than 7. And 1 plus A, that is 9 plus 1, 10, greater than A XOR B. So A is B and 9 A is 9 and B is also 9, right? So always remember, when we have x XOR x will always gives us 0, because what is the operation for for XOR? So for XOR, if we have 1 XOR 1, that will gives us 0. If we have 0 XOR 0, means see the value is same, right? This will give us 0. If we have 1 XOR 0 or 0 XOR 1, it will give us 1. Means the bits should be different. So that's what it means. So A and B both are 9. So 9 XOR 9 is going to give us 0. So here we have, so 10 greater than 0, obviously, yes, the condition is true. So we'll get into this if condition. Now in this if condition, we are modifying the value of A and B. So A equal to 3 plus A, uh, 3 plus A plus B. So A and B both are 9, 9 plus 9, 18 plus 3, 21, right? And for B we have A plus 2. So what is the value of A? This one value we have to take, right? 21 plus 2, 23 plus 9. So 32, right? Now here we are doing return B plus. So B value is 32 plus 1 B comma A. So to the function we are passing B comma A. So B value is 32 and A is 21 minus A, that is minus 21 plus 2, right? So this one we have to solve to get the complete answer. So now A value is 32 and B value is 21. So again we're gonna check the same thing. B is 21, 21 greater than 7, yes, the condition is true. And bitwise AND is this logical AND is there, right? So means both the conditions should be true, only then we'll get into this if condition. So 1 plus A is 32 plus 1, 33, greater than A XOR B. That is what it is asking. So A is what? 32, right? So 1 and this 2, 4, 8, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, right? See, this is 2, 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4 and 2 power 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 32 it is, and we have to solve it with 21. So 21 we can make it as 16 plus 4 plus 1. Means 16 is which one? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 16, so make it as 1. Then 0, 1, 2, 2 power 2, 4, make it as 1, and this one is 1, right? So now what has to be done? Sorry, let's go back. So if you will do XOR, so 0 XOR 1 bits are indifferent, so we'll be getting 1 here, 0 here, 1 here, 0 here, 1 here, 1. So 32 plus 16 we'll be having 48. 48 plus this is what? 4, right? 48 plus 4, 52 plus 1, 53. So 33 is not greater than 53, right? So this condition is not true. So we will not get into this if condition, right? So we'll get into here A equal to B plus 2. So B value is nothing but 21 plus 2, 23. So A value is 23, right? And here we are returning it. So from this part, this call, we got 23. So if you will solve it overall, so 32 plus 23 minus 21 plus 2. So 32 plus 23 minus 21, you will get 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2, 4, and 32 plus 4, 36, right? So option C will be the correct answer for this particular question. So here we'll be discussing the next question. So for next question, we have three values P, Q, R, right? So P is 3 and Q is 5 and R is 7. Okay. Now here we are running a loop for each RR from 4 Up till less than equal to 5 means RR less than equal to 5 and RR plus plus. This is a for loop itself, right, given in the pseudocode. Now here we are doing what? We are modifying the value of PP and QQ, right? We are doing this. Okay, so we are doing PP equal to PP plus QQ. PP is what? 3 and QQ was 5. 5 plus 3, 8. So PP is nothing but 8. Okay, or let me write just simply PP, it's repeating double times. Q equal to 11 bitwise and with 7 plus Q. So 11 means, so 0 means what we can take is at 11. So this is 11, 1 0 1 1. So 0 1 2 3 8 plus 3 11 bitwise and with 7. Okay, this is 7. So bitwise and if you will do, what we will get? 1 1 0 0 means 3 we got. So 3 plus Q. Q value is nothing but 5, 8. So Q is now 8. Okay. Again loop will run and this time R will be 5. 5 less than RR will be 5. 5 less than equal to 5. Condition is still true. We are doing PP equal to PP plus QQ. So what is the previous value? PP 8. Right? 8 plus QQ value is also what? 8. 8 plus 8 we got 16. Right? So PP or P is 16. And Q value is what? Q value is 11 bitwise and with 7 again we'll be doing. So we'll be getting 3 only. 3 plus QQ. So what is the previous value of QQ? 8. 8 plus 3, 11 we got, right? And now RR value will be 6. 6 less than equal to 5. Condition is false. We will come out of the loop, right? Now what we are doing here is, for loop got end. Now here we are doing PP value is 2 bitwise end with PP. What is the value of PP? PP value is what? 16, right? Means 1 2 4 8 and this is 16, right? 0 2 4 8 and this is 16. 16 bitwise end with PP. 16 bitwise end with 2. So 2 is nothing but this 1 0. So if you will do bitwise end, so here this is 0, this is 0 0 0 0. We got 0. So here PP value is nothing but 0. 0 plus QQ. QQ is nothing but what? 11, right? Here 11. So 0 plus 11, option A, 11 will be the correct answer for this particular. Next question. Okay. So here what do we have? We are having a function which is taking two arguments A and B. A value is given to us as 8 and B value is given to us as 2. Now here we are doing if B less than A. So B is 2, 2 less than A is 8, yes. And 4 greater than B. 4 greater than 2, 4 greater than 2. Is this correct? Yes, this is correct. So we are updating the value of B and A. So B is nothing but 1 plus 1, 2. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 8, that is 10. And we are updating the value of A. 2 plus 1, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. And B value is nothing but what? 10 now. So 13. Right? Now we are calling the function fun. And to which A value is 13 and B value is 10. Right? Again we are calling this function. This function got called and here again we'll be checking this condition. So B is what? 13. B is 10 and A is 13. 10 less than 13, this is true, but 4 greater than B, this condition is false, right? So we won't get into this if condition. We'll move here. B equal to B plus 2 plus B. So B is what? 10 plus 2, 12 plus 10, 22, right? And at the end we're returning A plus B. So A is what? 13 and B is what? 22. So if you will add it up, what will we getting? We'll be getting 35, right? So option C will be the correct answer for this particular question. Okay, I hope that it makes sense. So here's our next question. And what do we have here? We are having two arguments, A as well as B. So A equal to 9 given to us and B equal to 8 given to us. So B greater than 6, 8 greater than 6, right, correct. B is 8, 8 less than A. 8 less than A. 8 less than A is 9. Yes, this is also correct, right? So we'll get into this if condition. So here we are doing B equal to 2 plus 1, 3 plus A. A is what? 9, that is 12. And then we are updating the value of A as B plus 2. So B is what? 12. 12 plus 2, 14. And then we are again updating the value of B as 2 plus A. A is what? 14 plus 12. So 16 plus 12, we will be getting what? 28. And then we are doing return a minus. So what is the value of a? 14 minus, calling the same function again, fun, a comma b, right? So a is what? A is what? 14 and b is what? 28. Again we'll be getting into this function. So b is what? B is what? 28. Okay, 28 greater than 6, right? B is what? 28. 28 less than a is 14. No, right? So we won't get into this if condition. So here we have this return statement, that is b minus, so b is what? 28 minus a is 14 plus 1. So we'll be getting 15 from here. So this function call is giving us 15. So at the end, what will be our answer? 14 minus 15, that is minus ka 1, right? So minus ka 1, option C will be the correct answer for this particular question, right? So I hope you are clear, right? So here's our next question. We are having the value PP as 7, QQ as 3 and RR as 4, right? Now we are having a for loop, RR from 4 till RR less than equal to 7, RR plus plus, right? Now here also identify the unnecessary statement. Here we are doing QQ equal to 8 bitwise and with QQ, and on the next line also we are modifying the value of QQ. But is this statement dependent on the previous value of QQ? No, right? So this is not required. This is not required. All you need to calculate is this part. Okay. So QQ equal to RR plus. Okay. Now one more thing here. You don't need to continue with the loop. What do I actually mean by this? That first RR will be 4, then 5, then 6, then 7. Every time you will be calculating the value of QQ. Is this required? Just think about it. Think logically. Is this required? No. Because at the end, QQ value is not taking under consideration its previous value. All it is dependent on is the value of RR. So instead of calculating again the value of QQ, what we can do, remember, till when this loop will execute, till the time RR value is less than equal to 7, means the last value RR can have is 7, right? 7 less than equal to 7. So what we can do is directly take the value 7. So 7 plus 7, bitwise and with 7, just calculate it. So 14 bitwise and with 7. 14, right? 14. 14 we can write it as 8 plus 6, 14, right? So 0, 1, 2, 4, 8. This is 8, and then we need 6 as well. That is 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2. So this is 4 and this is 2, right? So this is our 14, right? This is our 14. And 6 we need, right? 4 plus 2, 6. And bitwise, and if you will do, right? So 0, 1, 1, and this is also 0. What do we got? We got 6. We got 6, right? We got 6 from here. So QQ is 6. Now here we are doing RR, okay. RR is or RR. So now this is also unnecessary. What do you, like, what you will get by calculating this? Because at the end, we have to simply print PP plus QQ. So RR is not even in consideration when returning the output, right? So simply, you don't need to calculate. This is unnecessary, irrelevant statement. It is not contributing in the output, right? So PP value is, this never got changed. The PP value is what? 7. So 7, and QQ value is 6. So 7 plus 6, 13. Option C. Option C will be the correct answer for this particular question. I hope that makes sense. I hope that is clear. So here is our next question. So we are having integer a, b, c. A value is 1, b value is 5, and c value is 10, right? And b value we are determining, right? So b value we are determining is c XOR with c. I already told you x XOR with x will give you what? 0, 0, right? So c XOR with c will give you what? 0. So 0 XOR with a is what? 1. Now you can do it, but again, if we are doing the XOR of 0 with any number, let's say x, we'll get x itself, right? So here also 0, 0, 1 XOR, if you will do, what you will get? You will get 1 itself, right? You will get 1 itself. So b is 1. Now c is what? B plus b, that is 1 plus 1, 2. 2 bitwise and with c. C, right? C value is nothing but 10. C value is nothing but 10. So 10 is 1, 0, 1, 0. 10, and this is 1, 0, this is 2. So from here you will get 0, 1, 0, 0, 2. So C value is nothing but 2 now. And then we are again updating the value of C as C plus A. So C is what? 2, A is what? 1, 3, right? And at the end we are printing A plus B plus C. So A value is what? A value is 1, B value is what? 1, and C value is what? 3. So 5. 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5. So option B is the correct answer for this particular question, right? I hope that it makes sense. So this is the last question for this video that we'll be discussing, right? This is the last question that we'll be discussing. So let's understand this as well. So here we are having P, Q, R. P is 5, Q is 6, and R is 9. So 5 less than R. 5 less than R. 5 less than 9, the condition is true. So here we are having logical OR. So even if one condition is true, we have to get into the if condition. So we'll get into the if condition. So here we are doing R equal to 12 plus P. Okay, you calculated it, let's say, right? Then again here we are doing R equal to P plus 11 plus P. You calculated it, right? But again, to notice one thing here. Here we calculated R and here we calculated R. So is this statement required? Because see, here also the R value got modified and it is not depending on the previous value, right? And let's say this one, as of now I'm not calculating, but let's say you calculated this one, okay? So here also R value got modified, right? And here at the end also R value got modified. So this value, is it depending on the previous value of R? No, it is depending on just Q. It is dependent on Q. So even if you will calculate this, no use, because at the end the last modification that has been done to the value of R is completely dependent on the value of Q, and Q value never got changed. It's same only. So what will be the value of R? 3 plus Q, that is 9. So what is the value of R? 9 only. And P, Q value never got changed. So P value is 5 and Q value is 6 and R value is 9. So 5 plus 6, 11 plus 9, 20. Option B will be the correct answer for this particular question. So these were some of the questions that we wanted to discuss with you, and they have been asked in the Accenture exam itself. So I believe that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and keep learning, keep preparing for your exam. All the best. Bye bye.